Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nightly with the Outlaw Weather Committee, and today we are bringing you live urgent weather coverage on a unprecedented severe weather event today. Only even a slight risk of severe weather, looking like an enhanced risk of severe weather, potentially even yesterday worse in the Alabama and earlier the Mississippi area. Multiple destructive severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued, as well as considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. As well as many flash flood warnings. Heavy rainfall continues to be a threat for many areas. We are now bringing you urgent weather coverage for the ongoing severe weather threat across portions of Alabama, Mississippi, shortly Florida, and Georgia. We have many destructive severe thunderstorm warnings and considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in portions of southwestern and western Alabama, moving into central and southern Alabama, as well as a fairly new cell in southern Mississippi in Perry, Greene, and George counties that we're also keeping an eye on here. If we move over to radar, we can see a cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings here in western Alabama, south and southwest of Tuscaloosa, south of Carrollton. These are destructive severe thunderstorm warnings. Actually, they are no longer destructive severe thunderstorm warnings. I apologize for that. This one in Mississippi, Lauderdale, and Kempter counties is now only for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and half dollar size hail. And our one in Alabama is now golf ball size hail and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. While not destructive anymore, these ones are still very dangerous. Make sure that you are preparing for hazardous weather if you're ahead of this cluster of storms. Definitely earlier, we are very late to this event. We are aware. Definitely looking similar to yesterday with our severe thunderstorms. Am I right, Emma?
Yes, and also I just wanted to cut in real quick and tell you there's now a tornado warning in Colorado. If that'll get up on screen.
Yep, there we go.
I've got a tornado warning.
Including Ontario County and southeastern Colorado. This is a radar-indicated tornado. This tornadic thunderstorm, luckily, will remain over many rural areas of central Ontario County. Now, in the warning polygon, you do have the city of Holly in southeastern Colorado. Swink, you are in the path. You're not underneath the tornado warning. However, you are in the path of this tornado warning. And if it does get extended, which right now it seems unlikely, the rotation is pretty broad and weak. However, if it does get extended any further, Swinky will most likely be in the line of fire. Holly, definitely remain in your tornado shelters until the tornado warning is expired. While radar presentation isn't the best, there could potentially be a weak tornado on the ground. And just because they're weak doesn't mean they're not dangerous.
Nightly, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but they have just expired that tornado warning for Otero County in Colorado.
Yep, and I did.
Okay, so it looks like we missed this one, folks.
New information. This tornado warning has been allowed to expire.
So that was for the Ontario County tornado warning, no longer in effect. Now once again, we are very late to this event today. We had an internal situation that prevented us from going live earlier. It was planned, but ended up getting canceled. But we are here right now. So we're going to go and cover what we have so far. We have 7 flash flood warnings, 3 considerable flash flood warnings, 14 severe thunderstorm warnings, at the around 15, and 6 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. As far as I'm aware, we do not really have any destructive SVRs. The 2 that are currently up on JR2 Analyst are not actually destructive. They've been downgraded. So once again, a very serious situation right now. Most stuff we could pass as an enhanced risk. Very similar to what we saw yesterday. In fact, maybe even more widespread with even more severe thunderstorm warnings. Because yesterday we had them kind of in clusters. Right now, they're just really all over the place. So, in Colorado, we mainly are being dominated by flash flood warnings up here, including a considerable flash flood warning just to the northwest of Pueblo. And as well, a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for a line of thunderstorms extending just south of Manzanola and just to the west of Pritchett, as well as a base severe thunderstorm warning just out front of that in Bent County and Otero County. Once again, that tornado warning for Otero County has indeed been allowed to expire. Up here in Cheyenne and Kit Carson counties, considerable and base severe thunderstorm warning are both in effect for those areas for, I believe, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail, possibly golf ball size hail, reported by radar and trained weather spotters in that area. Once again, Cheyenne and Kit Carson County, you're underneath a considerable and base severe thunderstorm warning for either golf ball size hail or half-dollar size hail. Our base severe thunderstorm warning is radar indicated, however, our considerable severe thunderstorm warning is trained weather spotter confirmed. That's all for Colorado. Now moving down to Alabama.
We have a new tornado warning in Colorado. It's along that line of storms
Painful.
that you just talked about.
And actually looks as if we're having some problems connecting to our alert database right now. That's why I'm not getting these warnings.
Gotcha.
There we go.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
I'll go ahead and read off.
Thank you.
New tornado warning. This is for, I believe, Otero County again, or Otero County again. It's radar indicated rotation. Severe thunderstorm capable of producing. Tornado was located 8 miles south of Rocky Ford, or 13 miles west of La Junta, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. Again, this is a radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of Otero County. This is central Otero County.
Thank you very much,
Otero.
Outlaw.
No problem. And we'll go ahead and get that on our Twitter.
We actually seem to have lost connection here with our radar.
It looks like all the graphics are gone too. It's just a blank screen there.
That's not good.
Alright, I'm gonna try sending out a test alert right now. I'm sending out a test alert. This is not a actual alert. Once again, this is only going to be a test alert. We're trying to see if our stuff is working.
A new tornado warning
Once again,
has been
that's not
issued.
a factual tornado warning, guys. A test alert. Let's see if it goes on the stream, y'all.
It does.
Alright, there we go. We are back.
Ready.
Perfect, it is back, and actually, that seemed to also fix our sound problem.
Very nice.
Alright, I guess. Alright, we are hopefully not going to have that problem anymore. And that previously considerable severe thunderstorm warning that was at one point a destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been downgraded to a base severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail still expected with the storm. Once again, very serious situation. It is beginning to weaken, luckily, across the area. However, earlier it was very rampant. Once again, we were very much late on today's severe weather event, but
Tomorrow definitely looks promising as well.
yeah, we have discussed, and we are going to be going live tomorrow as well. So those of you that enjoy our stream, tomorrow we won't be so discombobulated. I did not run any testing before the stream, so everything is kind of all over the place right now. But tomorrow everything will be fixed. By the way, are we getting messages sent out on our Twitter?
Yes. Working on it right now.
Alright. Yeah, I'll go and set something out. Just cover for me.
Hang on. I'm getting it right now, Nightly.
And I'm sending out an update.
New severe thunderstorm watch just got issued, number 322, in effect until 1 a.m. Central Time tomorrow.
That is correct. New severe thunderstorm watch issued. Severe thunderstorm watch number 322, as Fire just said, our head of live stream services. Let's go and open up and see what this is for. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of western Kansas affected this Friday night and Saturday morning from 7:25 until 1 a.m. This is a very long severe thunderstorm watch. So we will see how long we have to stay live for here. So scattered damaging wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour possible and isolated hail events up to 1.5 inches in diameter. Now, currently, the only reason we activated was because we were seeing extensive, considerable, and destructive severe thunderstorm warnings getting issued. As that calms down, hopefully we'll be off the air within the next hour, as it would no longer meet our criteria. But as long as we are seeing hazardous weather, we will stay on the air as long as we have to here. So let's
By the way,
let's see what they issued this for. Slow-moving supercells appear to be evolving into a cluster over eastern Colorado. These should grow up further upscale into a modest moving MCS. I'll go and get that sent out, by the way.
By the way, Nightly, something to point out here. My feed of the stream and Outlook and stuff also needs to be updated. It's still showing the moderate.
Okay, I'm gonna have to relog into Twitter.
Also, a new severe thunderstorm warning just got issued. 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch hail for George, Greene, and Perry counties in Mississippi until 8:15 Central Time.
Outlaw? I am not able to get into our Twitter.
Oh wait, I think... Nala, did you tell him that we changed the password?
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, there we go. I'm not too sure what just happened there.
Alright.
Alright, let's go ahead and get this sent out here.
We got a new tornado possible, severe thunderstorm warning. It is continuing for tornado possible, 60-mile-an-hour winds and half-dollar sized hail for Bent and Otero counties in Colorado until 6:15 Mountain Daylight Time. We got another continuation, 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail for Greene County in Alabama. A new update to a severe thunderstorm warning, again 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail for only Hyde and Tyrrell counties in North Carolina until 8:45 Eastern. New severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. 60-mile-an-hour winds, half-dollar sized hail, both radar indicated at this time. For Hemper and Noxubee counties in Mississippi until 8:30 Central Time. A new update just received on another severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour winds, 3/4 inch hail, both radar indicated. Has canceled Richmond and Westmoreland counties and Virginia, but continues Lancaster and Northumberland for that area until 9:15 Eastern Time. Excuse me. Also, a new mesoscale discussion has also just been issued for severe thunderstorm watch number 321.
I'm not gonna be tucked in much because right now I'm seeming to have some severe weather, not severe weather, technical difficulties right now. I'm just trying to get that resolved for us.
We got new damage and wind reports coming in at the moment. We currently have New Albany, which is reporting broken power lines down in that area. 2-inch hail of egg size 1 mile north of New Hope in Lowndes County in Mississippi. 1 to 2-inch hail reported in New Hope via social media. Trees down 2 miles southwest of Foster's in Tuscaloosa County by emergency manager at 6:50 Central. Also Also, more wind damage. 2 miles southwest of Waco. Tree down in yard, both estimated by radar and public reports. Quarter-sized hail reported 1 mile south of Beverly Hills, McLennan County in Texas. Another egg-sized hail report 1 mile south of Grove Hill in Clark County, Alabama. Estimated by radar, EMA reports. Emergency manager also reports thunderstorm wind damage, windows blown out of a building due to wind-driven hail, time by radar. Law enforcement. That was actually just a few hours ago. However, this does include injuries. At Clearwater Beach. Law enforcement reports water spout. 2 injured. Softball-sized hail located in Arkansas County, Arkansas, 3 miles north of Mesa Ridge Lake. Relayed via social media at 7:12 Central Time. New severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-an-hour winds, half-dollar-sized hail for Burnett and Llano counties in Texas until 8:15 Central Time. And continuation of severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45. For Sumter County in Alabama, 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail. Update to that considerable severe thunderstorm warning is currently for golf-ball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. We also got 1-inch hail with less than 50-mile-an-hour winds for another one in Valley County, Nebraska. And another continuation, 1-inch hail and 6-mile-an-hour winds for Hale County in Alabama. So it does seem like a lot of alerts are currently in place, like Nightly has told us quite a while ago. And this has been quite unexpected, actually, as the Storm Prediction Center only issued a slight risk today, which, honestly, you don't expect this much from a slight risk, but you must expect the unexpected.
Once again, you guys, just trying to fix some technical problems right now. There we go. Alright, I fixed our camera feed, but for some reason it would not go through. Alright. Let's see here. Today's not our day, is it? Alrighty. Let's get back to some sort of manner here, shall we? Alrighty, y'all. Many severe thunderstorm warnings, mainly now based. Once again, these storms are beginning to weaken. We will likely be going off the air here shortly. Moving south and southeast, producing damaging winds and severe hail up to 1 or 2 inches in diameter. We no longer have any destructive severe thunderstorm warnings currently in effect. All considerable and base. In fact, I believe that some of these considerables might have been downgraded. Yes, so both of these considerables have actually been downgraded. So currently we have no considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. So we will likely be going off air here soon as our severe weather diminishes below our criteria. Yes, we understand that we have widespread severe weather, but we also are preparing for live streaming tomorrow for a more important severe weather day. Not saying that today is not important, but also we do have specific criteria that we do have to follow. So most likely we'll be ending the stream within the next 30 minutes.
Yes, and speaking of new severe thunderstorm warnings, another one has just gotten issued. 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail. For Green, Hale, Orengo, Perry, Sumter counties in Alabama until 8:45 p.m. Central Time.
looks like we are slowly coming to the end of the main, and we have just gone back to breaking weather, no longer severe weather mode, meaning that we no longer have any tornado warnings or considerables in effect. That was just favorite confirmation.
New report, $half sized hail reported 2 miles north of North Crest in Glennon County in Texas. Social media report of quarters to $half sized hail in Elmont, time estimated by radar. And also, nightly, we're probably going to have to switch back to breaking weather. We just got a continuation of a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 2-inch hail. 60-mile-an-hour winds for Burnett and Llano counties in Texas until 8:15 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, so we right now are using TweetDeck, meaning that we get NWS warnings almost as fast as they get it. So we now have 2 alert databases that get that. So pretty much as soon as you see the on-screen relay is whenever we'll announce it. In fact, sometimes we announce it before it. Because it used to be our alerts got put out a lot further, and in fact we just got another continuation of a considerable severe thunderstorm warning here. This includes, and there goes back on severe weather mode. In fact, it's gonna do its normal delay here. Yep, there we go. Severe weather mode is also now re-enabled. As we now have considerable severe thunderstorm warnings back now in effect. Let's go and bring these up here. So, Western Wilcox County, you're now underneath a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. So that's going to be 1.75-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. And then as well, there's another considerable severe thunderstorm warning somewhere in here that I have to try to find. There it is. Eastern Boulevard County in western Mississippi. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. This was confirmed by trained weather spotters at 7:10 p.m. Golf ball size hail was reported near Ticknor, Arkansas. So we now are back to having 2 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings. That's right, 2 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings.
New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. 60-mile-an-hour winds, $half sized hail for Bent County in Colorado until 7:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
Let's go ahead and mute the rail fanning camera. I don't think people want to be hearing a train horn. We will most likely not have to remain on air for much longer. It does seem as if criteria is no longer being met. What do you think, Outlaw? Of course, we do want to remain on air as long as we have to be. However, our criteria no longer seems to be met, so we will most likely be ending today's stream within the next 30 minutes. Possibly less, possibly more. Just depends on what actually goes on. It seems as if we're starting to see a bit more of a slowdown. We do have those 2 considerable severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. We will wait for them to expire or wait for them to be downgraded. But other than that, we will most likely be ending the stream after that. I know, very short stream today so far, but most definitely will continue to monitor today's severe weather conditions and prepare for tomorrow when we will most likely be live for quite a while.
Very well said. Sorry, folks, I had to take care of some business earlier. So, going to be a very, very interesting time.
Alrighty, Outlaw, what do you think we should do from here?
Well, since we have no active tornado warnings or destructive severe thunderstorm warnings, however, though we are seeing, let's see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of severe weather unfolding right now. I think that we'll probably get out of your hair soon, folks. Then, if we don't see any more tornado warnings or thunderstorm warnings, we'll keep you posted. So we'll probably just keep you updated on Twitter.
Yep, indeed, as well as on our Discord. We will most likely stay on our Discord, however, just not live streaming because it does take quite a bit more labor in order to continue running it. So for the first time, please do make sure that you do join our Discord. It is linked in the description. I'm also sending it in the chat right now. It is a great way to receive our information as well. We have a forecasting team ourselves. That's where you can find our forecast and outlooks and discussions that we put out, as long as we have forecasters available, typically. So make sure you join as well. Join the Twitter that I'm about to link as well. Always helpful because you can get information sometimes before we actually get to say it on stream. As well, if you ever wonder why we're not talking for an extended period of time, it's usually because we're updating that. So I'm gonna go ahead and also post that in here so that you guys can make your way to it and follow it if you do wish. So I do believe that we are going to be ending today's stream here very soon. So once again, be sure to join both of those. Follow our Twitter if you do wish to see further information. But I do believe that we could potentially see our decline in weather.
And yeah, we'll be monitoring the situation. If we start seeing an increase in tornado warnings or destructive severe, we'll probably go live again. However, though, the main focus for now is to get out of your hair. Also, we'll be live streaming tomorrow for that enhanced risk in Oklahoma. They have a 30 hatched hail, 30 hatched wind. So
and
that'll be a pretty interesting event
as well. So most definitely going to be keeping a very close eye on that tomorrow. So we definitely need to make sure that our media team is indeed getting some rest, much needed rest for that, because that'll most likely be a long stream as well. I believe that we're going to go and end it here. I'm going to let the ending soon screen play for a little bit, just in case something comes up. So we'll go and let that play for around 5 minutes, just in case something comes up. But in case we do not come back, thank you guys so much for watching this very short live stream, only around 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes long. On behalf of the Outlaw Weather Committee, I do hope that you enjoyed. I've been Nightly, and I've been joined here by Outlaw and Fire, and we will see you guys tomorrow, and possibly today if we find it needed.
Yep.